What is the bioeconomy? The bioeconomy uses biological resources like crops, livestock, and forests to create products, energy, and services, aiming for a sustainable future by replacing fossil fuels. This study focuses on the biomass-based bioeconomy, BMBB, which centers on biomass like plants and animals. Why is measuring it hard? Measuring the bioeconomy's economic impact is tricky. A key challenge is determining the bio-based share, how much of a product or sector comes from biomass. Past methods often confuse the bioeconomy with agribusiness, which includes non-biological inputs, leading to overestimations. A new way to measure foursome. This study introduces a new method to measure the BMBB by tracking biomass flows through the economy. Using an input-output model, it follows biomass from primary sectors like agriculture to processed goods, measuring gross value of production, GVP, total turnover, and value added, income from processing. This avoids arbitrary assumptions about bio-based shares. How big is Brazil's bioeconomy? In Brazil, from 2010 to 2018, the BMBB averaged 5.75% of GDP, growing to over 6% by 2018, with a 2.52% annual growth rate, outpacing agribusiness and the overall economy. The biomass sector, agriculture, livestock, forestry, led GVP at 78.3%, followed by bioagro industry, 12.3%, and bioservices, 8.0%. Biotechnology and bioindustry contributed less than 2%. Where does biomass go? Much of the biomass is sold directly for final consumption, like to households or exports, making up 48.1% of GVP. The largest flow is from biomass to bioagro industry for processing, but direct sales of raw biomass are significant. Value-added insights. The BMBB contributed 4.87% to Brazil's total value added, growing slowly at 0.28% per year. While biomass dominates GVP, it only accounts for 8.0% of value added. Bioagro industry leads value added at 81.5%, showing processing adds more income than raw production. Bioservices adds 9.2%. Why the difference? The BMB's GVP grows faster than its value added because much biomass is sold raw without processing, generating turnover but less income. This study's method, focusing strictly on biomass flows, gives a lower but more accurate contribution, 6% of GDP, than broader agribusiness estimates. 1. In Brazil's BMBB, biomass drives GVP, but bioagro industry generates most value added. 2. High raw biomass sales to final demand explain the GVP and value added gap. 3. The new method tracks biomass flows accurately, avoiding subjective bio-based share estimates. 4. It focuses only on biomass, missing biotechnology or ecosystem services. 5. Better methods are needed for biotechnology's contributions. Final thought. This method clarifies Brazil's BMBB, aiding policy and investment for sustainable growth. It's a step toward a biofuture, but future research should include imports and biotechnology for a fuller picture.